In this episode of Compliance Week 2023 Speaker Series, Jisha Dymond talks about her panel on compliance and the ethics of AI. Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox, back again with another episode in our Compliance Week 2023 Speaker Series. Today, I'm thrilled to have with me Jisha Dymond. Jisha, first of all, welcome, and thank you so much for taking the time to visit with me today.
Thanks for having me, Tom. I'm excited to be here.
Could you tell our audience of your current role?
Sure. I am the Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer at OneTrust. I've been at the company about 5 months, so enjoying my brand new role.
So could you tell us a little bit about your presentation at Compliance Week 2023 and maybe a teaser or two of what you hope to communicate at that presentation?
Sure. So the title of our presentation is The Role of Corporate Compliance Programs in Managing Ethical AI Risk. And so I think the idea of the panel is to explore that question, right? We've moved on from ethical principles to a regulatory compliance model with the understanding that I think we all know binding AI regulations are coming. And I think corporate compliance teams are definitely experienced with implementing new regimes, right? When we think about AML or anti-corruption or records management, you take that regulatory framework and you apply risk assessments, policies, procedures, trainings, monitoring, and testing. I think these are a lot of the common themes we're seeing in the regulations that are coming out. And what is the role of a corporate compliance team? And I'm super excited about the panel that we've put together. We have Austin Carson, who is the founder and president of a company called Seed AI, which is a nonprofit that's established to work with policymakers, academics, and private sector experts to help communities across the United States have access to AI. So he'll be getting us that legislative framework and background and sort of the conversations he's having with various regulators around the world. Bennett Borden is one of the few people in the legal industry who is both a data scientist and an attorney with an active AI and algorithmic verification practice. Before joining DLA, he was the chief data scientist at the CIA. And then we have David Kessler, who's a VP and Associate General Counsel at Bay Systems, which focuses on international defense, aerospace, security. It's a major contractor to the US DoD. And he works with the Bay Systems IT and cybersecurity teams. And I think those are the folks really at the front line of this, right, in terms of protecting data and making sure that company data is protected through the use of AI. So really excited about this panel to explore this question that I think we're only getting into the tipping point.
I know it's been a huge topic for compliance professionals, a lot of dialogue across the industry on that. So I, for one, am greatly looking forward to your presentation. But I wanted to end by asking, what do you hope to get out of Compliance Week 2023 this year, Jisha?
I've never been to Compliance Week. This is my first. Historically, I have been in industries where going to conferences and being out there wasn't really the norm. I was at Twitter and then before that at hedge funds where you wanted to keep a low profile. I am open to meeting a lot of new friends, seeing some old ones, and just really learning and meeting and connecting with folks who are in the same community.
It was a pleasure to meet you this week in person. I look forward to connecting with you in a couple of weeks in Washington.
Likewise. Thank you.
This is Tom Fox again. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you plan to join me at Compliance Week 2023 from May 15 to 17 in Washington, D.C. If you've enjoyed this podcast, I hope you'll subscribe, rate, and review this podcast wherever great podcasts are listened to. Compliance Week 2023 Speaker Series is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.